Hi everyone, it's Joy here for Heffy Doodle. Today I created a super sweet baby card using the 2x2 zoo animal stamp set. Now I stamped one of the zebras and one of the little elephants, and they are so darling, you guys. I stamped them on Bristol Smooth watercolor paper. I am using some watercolor friendly ink because I want to use my Zig Clean Color Real brush markers to color these sweet little images. For the elephant, I will be using mid gray and light pink. I want to add light pink to the ears and a little bit to the cheeks. And what I like to do when I'm coloring with Zig markers is I put down some of my color that I'm using. Then I have my paintbrush. I'm using a water brush pen, but I don't have water in it. And I dip into the water. I tap the excess water off onto a dry paper towel. And then I bring my brush to my paper and blend out the one color. So as you can see, with just that one mid-gray color, I am getting darker areas and lighter areas, and then I can come back in and kind of refine and add a little bit more dark and shadows where I need it to be, and then I can lightly blend that out. But look at how cute this little elephant is. When I saw these little images in the 2x2 zoo animals, I thought these would be perfect for a baby card. Then I'm adding that light pink to the ears and to the cheeks and blending that out. Now for the zebra, I am using black and light gray. I did step away from my camera after I was done with the black and forgot to hit record again for the light gray, but I just added light gray around the stripes and kind of around a little bit on the body, really lightly, and blended it out. It doesn't really look like much, so you're not missing much, but it's not leaving that cardstock white. So I apologize for forgetting to turn the camera back on. But here is the black, and doing the same thing of laying it down. And because it's a really dark color, I didn't put down a ton of it because it is super concentrated, but I did blend it out, and I did add a little bit of light pink to the cheeks, and I used the coordinating dies to die cut them out. Now I am using the freshly cut grass dies on some green cardstock. I am cutting this long piece. This is going to be almost the whole size of the card, but I want another layer of grass behind my animals and in front. So I want them tucked into the grass. So I'm going to flip this card panel around and add that grass die at the bottom. But then I'm going to trim it off. So this little piece that I'm going to have here will go behind that large panel. So just like that on the card, and then my cute little animals can tuck down inside. So it looks like they're actually sitting in grass, which I think is super sweet. But before we adhere this, I need to do my sentiments. Actually, first before that, we need to die cut with the mini scalloped imperial rectangle dies. So I want to take the largest one and die cut a white panel. So I'm going to do that. This is going to be our background panel. I do want to ink blend this. This is slightly smaller than an A2 size. So when you put this on an A2 size card base, you're going to have a nice little white mat around it. Now I want to use that same size die and die cut the grass. I want the grass to line up with the scallops on the white panel. So the grass will have scallops as well, and it just gives you a nice cohesive look. So I'm going to tape both of those pieces in place. I can die cut them at the same time and then run that through my die cut machine. Now I want to stamp the sentiment before I put the card together. So I'm using sentiments from the new arrival sentiment stamps. And so I have 3 sentiments on here. It says, "Congratulations on the arrival of your little baby. You made a tiny human," which is super cute. So on that scalloped background, I'm using a little bit of blue ink just for the sky. Just at the top. I don't need to ink up the whole thing because the grass will be covering it. Let's add some foam tape behind our largest piece of grass. As you can see, I didn't take the foam tape up all the way to the top. I want to be able to tuck in that other piece of grass behind it. So this is a simple card, but so cute. It's quite colorful with all of this green grass. We have our cute little 2x2 zoo animals that we can tuck in here. And then I'm going to finish off here with a little something extra because it needed a pop of color. But let's get these guys down first. I'm going to add a little bit of detail to the little critters here with a black glaze pen to the eye of the elephant, and then a white gel pen. I'm going to add some highlights to the elephant and to the zebra, just to add a little something extra to these images. It always elevates your images if you can do something like this. So just add a few more, and look at how cute they are sitting in that grass. And then I love how big that sentiment is. It kind of takes up a lot of room on that card. Then I'm going to add a few red clay hearts to this background, because I feel like that, number one, gives it a pop of color, and of course the hearts, because we're talking about a sweet little baby that's going to be coming. Let's adhere this to a white A2 size card base, and then we can take a look at this card up close. And you can see that it is so, so darling. Look at those 2x2 zoo animals, those fabulous sentiments. This card turned out so sweet. Thank you guys so very much for stopping by and watching. I hope that you enjoyed this project and have a wonderful day. Bye.